What's up guys? Today we're going to be checking out Free Guy on 4K Blu-ray. This won't be a review on how entertaining the movie is, I'm just going to share some thoughts on the video and the audio quality. Now let's go over a few tech specs. The movie was shot in 2.8, 3.4, and 6.5K. It's got a 2K DI. It's rated PG-13. Runtime is 155 minutes. Aspect ratio is 239:1 with black letterbox bars. And the audio is in Dolby Atmos, which happens to be one of the most active mixes that I've heard this year. Right from the opening in Chapter 1, as you can see in the Atmos viewer, there are tons of objects that move through every speaker. That includes the wides and the center back channel. There's choppers flying in the overheads and cars crashing and exploding in the lower channels. Another great sounding moment is when Steve and the bunny start climbing up the building. When the different platforms start to move, you'll hear them pass through the front soundstage, drop from above, and pan through the back channels. Not only is there a bunch of dynamically moving effects in these big action scenes, it's also pretty active during the quieter parts. It'll either be some light music in the background or some ambiance that fills in through the surround channels. The only thing I felt could have used some help was the bass response. There's some decent punch with all those gunshots, and that part when Guy takes on and off the glasses does rumble the room a bit. Although I did feel it does come up short from making this mix a true standout. The dialogue, on the other hand, was great without any issues hearing people talk.
That makes me so happy.
If you're new to the channel and enjoy videos on movies and audio and video gear, then be sure to tap the subscribe button for new weekly videos. Image-wise, I was kind of expecting this to be a really bright and colorful movie and be super crisp, but I actually found it to be somewhat dim in its overall brightness. Some movies with HDR like Aquaman are bright and bold, and then you have movies where the HDR just knocks down the brightness level. There's still some nice colors here, there just wasn't that much pop that's gonna make you go wow. I mean, you might be expecting it since it takes place inside of a video game, but explosions and peak highlights never really blew me away or had much sparkle. I did find the standard Blu-ray to be brighter overall, but the HDR on the 4K does help to bring better tonal shades, especially with those bright explosions. So those flames aren't just big splashes of white, it's got some more reds and oranges mixed in to flesh out the image. Sharpness-wise, I thought it was a couple notches better than the regular Blu-ray. I think if you're watching this on something smaller than say 100 inches, you might have a tough time seeing a difference. So for video quality, I'd have to give it an 8. It's a bit cleaner and tighter coming from the 1080p version, but it's also dimmer than the 1080p version, which I feel makes it harder to appreciate the cleaner image. Black levels were a bit raised in parts, which lessened contrast and made for a somewhat flatter appearance over the 1080p version. HDR does add a little more richness and deepens the color palette, but I doubt you're going to break this out to impress your friends with.
Hey!
For audio, I'm going to go with a 9.7. It's a very engaging mix with effects that'll put good use of all your speakers. Whether it's an action scene or a talky scene, there's always something going on in the surrounds. If bass was a little stronger, then this would be even better. Of course, you could always just raise your subwoofer levels. So the question is, which version do you prefer? The brighter 1080p version or the dimmer, sharper 4K version? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Now, if you do want to grab this movie, I'll leave some links for it down below in the video's description. As always, guys, thanks for watching. If you want, you can follow us on social media. And if you want to support the channel and get exclusive content and great discounts on audio and video gear, then stop by our Patreon page. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you again in the next video.